Okay, nice to meet you again, all in this semester. You are already in the second semester from last year with our class that is second language acquisitions. Then we meet again this semester with materials development. So,
How is your life?
My life is
Hello?
fine, ma'am.
Can you? You are all fine. Yeah, I thought you cannot listen my voice. Can you listen it, Rael?
Yes, very well.
Yes,
Very well.
clearly, ma'am.
Ya, oke. Still keep spirit ya. Semuanya masih tetap semangat kan mengikuti perkuliahan. Mungkin ini sudah mulai a little bit dizzy, a little bit full of work. You are also having lots of project to do, but no worries ya. Usually you will have leisure time after this. After second semester, you used to get more relaxed after this, yeah. Okay. My class today with you will be for 16 meeting, and then as already told by the program, the departments that in this semester we will have two kinds of teaching model. The first one, you will have an online meeting with Ibu, with me, within 7 meeting ahead, and then after the midterm test, we will have offline class. So this is like a blended online and mixed with the offline. From the beginning, it is suggested by the departments for us to have online. So it's going to be better of you to prepare before we have a time with the online class for next 9 meeting ya, 9 meeting pertemuan ke-9. I'm very happy and try to organize the class systematically and also more effective, because actually the project that will be developed in material development are two. The first one, you have to make online materials, and then the second one, you have to make like a proceeding publication related to what you have done during developing the materials. Yeah, I'm going to tell you later about this more detail and more clear or clearer later, because I'm afraid that you are still confused about this. Loh, kamera saya kok tiba-tiba mati. Okay. Well, students, what is in your mind when you are taking material development subject in this semesters? What is in your mind? What do you think this subject is going to be working with? Any ideas so far?
Maybe in this course we will learn about concept and also the theories, ma'am, about how to developing English teaching materials.
That's right. Good. So what do you know about the project related to materials development? What kind of project? What will you make? What will you create? So what kinds of the design you are going to make? Thank you, Mbak. Siapa tadi yang menjawab? Mbak Rodia ya? Rodia apa Halimatus?
Mbak Halimatus.
Mana? Halimatus mana sayang? Oh, di atas. Oh, ini tulisannya kecil ya. Halimatus Diah ya. Oke, thank you, Mbak. Panggilannya juga Diah sama.
Bisa Diah, bisa Halimatus.
Okay, because there are 3 Diah, so it's going to be better of me to call you Halimah ya. Okay, thank you Halimat for your very good response, and that's correct. What about the others? Brainstorming dulu ini biar semangat dulu. Wajah-wajahnya baru liburan 1 bulan masih belum disetrika, masih lumset.
Ya Bun, let
Yes,
me
Mas
give
Dino.
my opinion ya Bun. Regarding to the material development, in my opinion, we create or we design such kind of worksheet, module, and then other thing about the steps in teaching learning activities, and more about that, Bun.
That's right. Yeah. In your opinion, it's going to be like a module and then worksheet, or maybe just like one unit of book. Yeah, just like a page of the book, something like that, some pages of book. Okay, that's right. Okay. Can you guess, everyone? This is only guessing, so there is no wrong or maybe true. Yeah, just guessing. How could you make, what is the new start you will do before you create the materials? What you have to do? Just guess. I need.
I think the first step we need to do
Yeah.
is reading the curriculum. What do we need? What will we set in our goal? As I know that what we develop. I mean, the goal in the end before we set the material, so we know, oh, this is the end of our goal, this is the journey. So that's why before we do this development, we need to know from the curriculum or any other source what are the result in the end of the material.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, so you are going to do like a survey or maybe observation to the curriculum, and then in the curriculum you will also see what kind of learning objective, the indicator of learning, and then the material guideline given by the government to make you easy to predict what kinds of material you are going to do, you are going to create. Yeah, that's good. Anybody else?
Me, ma'am.
Yes.
I think that before we develop the material, we need to know about the purpose of the material itself, or maybe the target that we want to achieve in the end of our course, for like tujuan pembelajaran, ma'am. And then second, after we know about the goal of our course, we need to identify the students. Because in the differential activity that we know in Kurikulum Merdeka, student is very unique, so we need to identify them first about their characteristic, their ability, before we decide the material, what the suitable material for them. And then after that, we need to choose the method, what method that we want to give to them, like presentation and then discussion or stuff like that. And then after that, we need to choose the reference about the material, that from where we get the material. And then we need to know more about the material itself, like video or textbook that are suitable with the differentiation of our student. And after that, we make the outline of our teaching planning. And in the end, of course, we need to evaluate what assessment that we need to use in our material in our course, or our material.
Right, good. Yeah, it seems that Mas Daniel already ready with the concepts about how to develop the materials. Yeah, thank you. But Nuraini also correct. Yeah, so you have to observe the availability of the material from the curriculums, and then Mas Daniel is identifying the students' need, and then the characteristic of the material that needed by the certain learners. Yeah. My next question, that's true. How to know them? How to identify? How to find the student characteristic? What kind of project you have to do in this case? Doing? Apa? Kalau untuk bisa mengidentifikasi kebutuhan siswa, mengetahui karakteristik materi yang dibutuhkan oleh guru, yang cocok untuk saat ini, itu berarti kita harus melalui tahap apa? What kind of
need analysis?
Need
Need
analysis.
analysis.
Yes, right. We need to do need analysis. How to do the need analysis? Caranya melakukan need analysis dengan apa?
Assessment.
Assessment? A little bit. Huh?
Observation.
Observation berarti ada di dalam observation itu kan instrumennya ya. Berarti instrumen dalam melakukan apa itu Mas Jihad? Melakukan? Instrumen itu bagian dari melakukan apa?
Interview.
Iya sama.
Penelitian.
Interview. Penelitian. By doing research. Nah, okay, you got it. Alhamdulillah, semua udah bisa paham. That actually there were at least 3 stages of the learning material development procedure. The first one, we have to do preliminary research, which comprise the need analysis that already told by Mbak Ninis. Yeah, so the first one, you have to see the need analysis of the material itself, which is seen from the aspect of curriculum, from the aspect of student side, from the aspect of the subject matter, and also the verb. Yeah. So at the beginning, you have to do a research. So I can underline now that next week is a time of you to prepare. This week means that, yeah, this week you have to prepare about what kinds of research you are going to do to decide about the material that you are going to develop. Ya, wah sudah langsung masuk aja Bu, hajar ini antem. So everyone should prepare. I mean that this is not in everyone, yeah, but in a group should prepare the instrument of research, whether you are going to have an observation or you choose a questionnaire or perhaps interview to get the preliminary data related to the need analysis that you have to do. Yeah, so that's why I will ask Mas Dino to give a help for this class to create a group of research. Yeah, how many students must in one class? Still the same like the previous semester?
We have some additional students, Bu. It is totally around 25 or 26.
25 or 26, yeah? Okay, suppose that we have 26. Let me count out first. Okay, I hope we will have 7 group, yeah, 5 groups, 5 group. So 27 or 25 will be divided into 5. So you will have only 5 groups, yeah, 5 groups. Okay, those group will do the same things, but you will make different design of materials. Yeah, I will talk you later. Yeah, let me open my slide before we go to another questions. So once again, everyone, for online, we still on Thursday or just Friday afternoon like this? Sepertinya enak jadwal ini ya Mas Dino ya, dan teman-teman ya. Setuju kalau kita tetap di hari Jumat jam 1? Atau mau malam hari? I don't know. Please tell me.
Yeah, Bun, let me discuss with others, Bun. It seems that probably ya such kind of Mas Adit ya. Nah, it is regarding to what is that, the working hours, Bun.
Working hours, I see.
Dari kantornya Mas Adit. Nanti saya coba menghubungi beliau.
Iya, sekarang jadi izin ya karena tidak lagi bekerja beliaunya.
Iya, tidak bisa ditinggal di kantornya, Bun.
Oh gitu, ya baik. Kalau memang bisa ditolerir dengan maksudnya dia bisa ngatur, kita tetap jam 1 Friday, but suppose that some of you are prefer to have an afternoon or evening class like you told me before on Thursday at 7. Yeah, at 7 p.m. I'm also okay. I'm also okay. But please mind about be mind about the offline sessions that will be conducted after the midterm test. It is a must for us to have an offline class. So again, please try to think about that further. Yeah. Okay. Well, everyone, I can go ahead to what I have to explain to you in this semester. We are going to have online material development, and it will be conducted by one group. Yeah, the materials are already explained by Mas Dino just now. Is it not only textbook? Yeah, we have to think about something broader that's beyond the capacity, beyond the form of the material itself. Because in our mind, we used to think that material is related to books or textbook, yeah. But in this semester, we have to open our mind that actually materials are one of the component of the instructional process that can be in the form of textbook. It can be in the form of non-text, yeah. It can be in the form of printed or not printed, yeah. It can be utilize it in the form of online or maybe offline, yeah. It depends on what are the characteristic of the material itself, yeah. As we know that in teaching the material is a key component in most language program, as stated by Richard and Renandia 2002. Teaching or delivering the material in a classroom is a very important component in the teaching of English. So that's why, because the positions of the material is very essential, it's very important in our classroom. So that's why we have to think about the feasibility of the material itself properly. In order to meet the students' need, uh, the researcher usually adds, select, lengthen, shorten, or perhaps modifies. Yeah. So everyone, in this semester, I do not ask you to totally create new materials. No, because it's going to be very taking too long. Yeah, taking very long time. It's going to be also very difficult, and also, uh, just like what I would like to say, it's not easy. It's complex things. Will you will face very complex activity when you create totally new material. So that's why I prefer to use a theory that addressed by Tomlinson and also Masuhara, who stated that when we are going to develop our material, we can add. So the previous material already available. Yeah, you can add and then select and then lengthen. Maybe you can lengthen, maybe you can add. Yeah, and maybe shorten because it is not suitable with the level of your students. It's not suitable with the student characteristic. Maybe you can make it shorter and perhaps modifies. Yeah. So in this semester, although the time is very limited, I'm still assured that you can do it because you can modify the material which is already existed with your own innovation, your own critical thinking, your own idea. Yeah. And then the productions of the mediated material requires an artistic and technical skill. You may, what I mean here is you may like finding out the material which is already written in the textbook, but actually less artistic. So you can make it more artistic. You have to touch it until this is better in their presentation rather than before. You can make it more interesting. You can add with picture, maybe video, or maybe with a cartoon or other artistic touch, which make it more sensible instead of before. The most important thing, because nowadays we are in the 21st century teaching and learning, I really hope that your material should touch the ICT or technical skill. You have to make it more updated by giving certain touch. For example, the material is not only able to be read by the student from the textbook, but exactly they can listen and also watch it through the YouTube, or maybe through the blog, or maybe vlog, or maybe through other social media or social media networks, yeah, which is already created by some of the material already created by your upper classmate, and then they are already available in my YouTube channel. You can directly go with Fartini's example of develop material online that already created by your friends, which is, what is it, like a very good and also very benefit, yeah, very beneficial for all level that available there, yeah. Okay, here there are many forms of the materials: a textbook, a workbook, cassette, a CD-ROM, video, photocopied handout, newspaper, paragraph written on a whiteboard, anything which is present or inform about the language between being learned, is stated by Tomlinson in 1998. Yeah, because there are many forms of the material, so it's gonna be better if I make it a limitation regarding your work, because you are going to make an online materials. Yeah, it's not about textbook, it's not a workbook, it's not a cassette, but there may be a combinations between a video and then a handout, or maybe just like written or spoken materials that you are going to put into one model. Sorry, what kan bukan model ya? One mod apa ya? What do you call that? Yeah, one model of materials. Yeah, one form of the material in one package that can be combined between the student can listen, student can do their work, student can pay attention only from the visualization, or sometimes the material can also regarding with how the student interact with the speaker in that video. Yeah, maybe they can make like direct interactions. Well, everyone, we have to focus on three vital questions. Yeah, the first one, what should be provided for the learners? Now, okay, you, Daniar, and also Nur Aini already told us that before we start to write or to prepare or to create our material, we have to see first who are our target, who are the learners, who are our learners. Maybe it can be seen from the characteristic of the student, their interest, their level of difficulty, or their what is it like, their need. Yeah, she should not go out from this characteristic. Yeah, everyone should aware first about who are their learners. So that's why you need to prepare the observation or maybe questionnaire to see who are your target of readers, target of learners in your online materials. Yeah, I do not ask you to make an offline one because it is very, I mean, that taking a lot of times for you to do that. Yeah. So after you know who are your learners, how are their level of difficulty, what they need, what they are interested to, and blah 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 blah, you can decide what is the topic of your materials going to create. Yeah, whether you are going to create about passive voice, or maybe you are going to make a material related to narrative text, maybe also procedural text, or maybe you are going to talk about figurative language, idiomatic expression, or any other topic of the material after you know who are your learners. Yeah. Second question you have to pay attention is how it should be provided. And so when you are concerned about this topic, you will think about the content, yeah, because the content is related to vocabulary distribution, and then spelling maybe, and maybe you can also present about other linguistic focus like what kinds of speaking expressions that you are going to provide, and then idiomatic expression maybe, grammar point, and then reading text about, yeah, so the content, what should be provided. So discuss with your friend. After you finish with your research, you can go together with your friends and decide the topic and the content. The last one, you are also necessary to design your material into a proper learning activities. So that's why the third question you have to concern with is what can be done with it to promote language learner. Yeah. So you will bring your students to go with the activities, whether they need to read themselves, or you will ask them to do a worksheet, or maybe you will ask them to do a project in pair, or maybe discuss in one group discussion, or maybe they go observe, they do observation outside of the class, doing an extra activities psychomotorically, or you may ask your student also to to make a project. Yeah. So it can be like one material will have different characteristic. Maybe one to another group will have different topic, different content, and also different activities. Who decide this? You and your friend in one group, because you know the result of your research. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least I'm going to see whether your material is good or not, qualified enough or not, or maybe your material is updated or not, depend on at least 6 indicators or 6 cases to take into account when we are creating or designing our materials. Yeah. The first one, whether your material is suitable with the learners, suitable or not with the user. Yeah, because I will see whether your material is good enough for them, difficult enough for them, whether they are also maybe too easy or maybe too difficult. So I will see the characteristics. Untuk kelas berapa ini? Kelas 6 SD, Bu. Duh, kelas 6 SD kok materinya seperti masih di SMP kelas 2? Nah, kan belum diajarkan ini. How do you know, ma'am, kalau ini SMP kelas 2? I can observe the curriculums that in a middle school. I can see, I can guess letters, yeah. Then second K related to the material that you are going to see is about the curriculum and the context, yeah. Sometimes the curriculum doesn't match with the students' interest nowadays. So I will take a point in the context aspect instead of the curriculum, because I think context is more important instead of only following the policy which is written in curriculums. Yeah, accept good curriculums. I mean that accept that school or that teacher already revise the curriculum in such a way, or already updated and revise it the curriculum. So I'm really sure that curriculum is better instead of the context. Yeah. But if the curriculum doesn't match with the situations of the student or maybe school situation, so please try to provide the context larger instead of the curriculums. Yeah. Okay, so I will see whether your material is match or not with the curriculum, or your material has been suitable based on the context or not. Yeah. And the number 3, also in developing or designing the teaching material, you have to think about resources and facilities. Yeah, resources and facilities. Please open your mind to see the current resources, which is really very famous nowadays. For example, material that provided by British Council, material by ESL or EFL resources, which is called, apa namanya kalau untuk yang SD itu namanya Mas Rainbow ya, Mas, oh, Rainbow atau Mas Dino, can you give me a
Iya Bu, iya Bun, Rainbow and also
Rainbow
another book from Pearson or another material from Pearson, like
Pearson?
My Little Island, yes. And
Uh-uh.
then ISL collection Bun.
Oh yeah, ISL collections. Yeah.
Yes.
Good, thank you. So those three kinds of resources are updated every times. I think that every semester, yeah, because I can observe from the website, from the internet through the engine, searching engine, that that kinds of website address always update their resources from time to time, which adjusted with the situation or adjusted with the current issue. For example, during, excuse me, Mbak Sasa, Ibu minta air putih Mbak, ini gelasnya. During COVID-19 pandemic, some texts also related to reading, yeah, related to COVID. So the student provided with how to wash a hand and then what kinds of prevention that they have to take into account when they avoid this kind of virus, and then what is happening with the someone, what kind of a symptoms of someone who suffer from COVID. Terima kasih ya. So always update. Nowadays, we are we are nowadays familiar with, especially the middle school student are very familiar with podcasts, with the TikTok, with the talk show. That is very interesting to provide. That kind of sources also provided this kind of new issue. Yeah. So please everyone pay attention on the resources. Jangan pakai buku-buku ajar atau resources yang sudah tahun 80-an atau tahun 90-an, itu sudah nggak kontekstual lagi ya. Less contextual are things because the use of English is not applicable in our daily life, daily communication, because this is like a passive language, not a communicative ones. Yeah. And then still number 3, is it about facilities? Please everyone, introduce the skill that you are already have in creating or designing your material. For example, because you are already understand about Padlet, you know about Kahoot, you know about quizzes, you also know about uh, apa itu podcast, ya, yeah? You know about, kemarin anak-anak bilang apa sih, jam Google, jam jam apa ya, anak-anak kemarin dia bilang, actually this is like a magazine but already provided in a Google for free. Anyone know what is the name of that?
Jamboard? No.
Jamboard, yes.
Oh, okay.
Thank you Mbak Ninis. That's a Jamboard. Kok jadi jam Google saya Ibu ini? Like a Jamboard, yeah. I think you are more familiar with it rather than me. So you can insert or immerse, just like integrate this kind of online facilities for your design. Yeah, so I'm very happy if you could create your material that related to ICT instead of only for classical touch. Yeah, so just use those I had mentioned it to you to provide the material for your students. Yeah, maybe you can also insert it your PPT with the hyperlink with movie, or hyperlink your PPT with the cartoon film, with a script of poetry, or I don't know, whatever your focus is going to go with. Yeah. Then number 4, I will speak faster, everyone, because we are going to open a question and answer sessions after this. Number 4, or the key number 4 is about personal confidence and the competence of the teachers. Yeah. So in designing the material, you have to have your own personal confidence. Yeah, don't be afraid to create something new, and never ever been taught by other teachers. No worry about whether your material is rejected or maybe was it under somebody else disagreements? Yeah, no worry about this. Okay, just keep doing that because your upperclassmate, yeah, the group under the member of Mbak Diana, Ari, and also Zahra, if I'm not mistaken, they make their title is very simple. That is about food taste from the beginning. Yeah. And then I say food taste already a lot. Yeah. Material about food taste are already available. There are a lot of books that maybe not book. Yeah. There are already some materials already talking about food taste. So what make it more innovative? What make it more novelty, which is has a very very like a specific substance that everyone wants to know better. They after they read the title, they will curious to know better. So finally, they create another topic that is schools hype, perayaan sekolah, and inside of school hypes, they go with school bazaar. Kan menarik kan? Jadi schools hype itu adalah tema besarnya. Kemudian materi yang mau dikembangkan itu adalah school bazaar. Di dalam school bazaar, let me say in bahasa first ya, memunculkan activity yang berjualan atau memamerkan makanan-makanan. Nah, akhirnya bisa memberi nama, giving a name of about food. Kemudian si penjual juga mengimplementasikan penggunaan expressions how to taste the food. Ya, rasanya ada yang savory, salami, crispy, crunchy, salty, bitter. Nah, itu. Tapi kalau judulnya food taste kan sudah biasa. Tapi kalau diberi school hype and the school bazaar, it is quite different. Nah, so you have to be confidence everyone. Mungkin ya, Mbak Tri, Umi mau membuat, saya mau membuat materi untuk tourism. Nah, itu biasa. Yaitu maybe English for Tourism Guide. Itu biasa. Yang nggak biasa apa? Kemarin ada yang akhirnya membuat topik yang challenging. Membuat scope materi yang challenging. Judulnya apa kira-kira? Anyone has an idea? Which is also still in relation with the tourism of English tourism. For example, apa? Ayo, harus panas ini. Udah dipanasi Budini nih siang-siang. Apa kira-kira kalau yang berhubungan dengan tourism, materi yang berhubungan dengan tourism, tapi nggak diberi judul English for tourism gitu loh. Apa kira-kira?
Ma'am, maybe I
Yes.
can
Help.
give the idea.
Mm-mm.
I have idea to teach the tourism student with the using CLIL to teach narrative in vocational context.
Mhm.
It's
With
not
the
directly touch the tourism, but we impose the narrative material for them in their vocational context.
Okay. So how can you make it into a very easy name to mention?
Sorry, ma'am.
How can you make it? How can you name it? Namanya apa kira-kira yang akan dimunculkan Mas Daniel seandainya ini menjadi one package of materials?
Yeah, actually, this is about the narrative course itself.
Mm-mm.
But I try to package with the teaching in context of CLIL in their vocational context. So how
Yeah.
I can put the name for it?
The name of the material, namanya apa nanti? Kalau itu adalah naratif ya. For example, a story about a story about a story about John, maybe you can name someone, misalkan cerita dari American tourism, boleh seperti itu. Misalkan namanya adalah Dungeon ya, Dungeon ya. For example, you can make a material dengan nama seperti ini. uh, a bad experience about Dunshan. Nah, seperti itu boleh. Itu nama materinya. Padahal di dalamnya sebenarnya tentang narrative text. Di dalamnya berhubungan dengan tourism. Tetapi biar
Yeah,
challenging, betul gitu Mas Daniar ya. So to make it
yeah,
more challenging, the reader will, apa sih ini? Attract their attention by something unfamiliar, something weird, something uncommon. Nah, seperti itu. That's what I means gitu ya.
yeah. Maybe the name will be a story from
Ya,
Atlantis, for example.
oke. A story from Atlantis gitu ya. Boleh. From Atlantic, yeah. Thank you. That's good idea. So that's why personal confidence and the teacher's competence should be very, very important in this case, yeah. Don't be afraid to go beyond the conventional way, yeah. You have to go with, sebentar, baterainya Ibu habis. Let me plug in the cable. Okay. I continue that way. Duh, jadi hilang. Nah, okay. So once again, in this case, you have to make an agreement with the members of your team that we are going to make it different way. Ayo kita buat sesuatu yang berbeda yuk gitu. Nah, ada lagi kelompok lain yang di kelas kakak tingkat Anda itu yang apa ya? Kelompoknya Mas Irfan, Alvin sama itu tuh membuat materi tentang kok jadi lupa ya tiba-tiba Ibu ya. Ya lucu gitu loh. Tokohnya mereka sendiri gitu ya. The character of the dialogue, the characters of uh, from the story that they make are themselves. So they name themselves. Bahkan karikatur atau media yang dibuat itu ya dari mereka sendiri, wajah-wajah mereka, profil mereka itu jadi lucu. Dan mengisi suaranya pun dari mereka sendiri pada saat harus ada dialog gitu yang happens with them. Ya. Nah, number 5, we have to be careful. Jangan sampai materi yang tadi kita modify, we add, we shorten, we lengthen, are complained by the copyright. Yeah, so please, if you quote it or maybe adapt it or maybe adopt it, some sources from certain sources, don't forget to write the main source. Yeah, don't forget to write the main source. The source should not be deleted. Even when you make a PPT, under the PPT should uh, uh, include the source, the resource or the source, yeah. And even when you are taking a movie, please try to write down what is the source of the movie. So because we are afraid or avoid to be complained by the copyright by the main author, yeah. And the last one, the key number 6 regarding designing the material is about time. Please be careful to decide the times, whether you are going to make it long or maybe short. If you make long, please try to have two side, side 1 and side 2, or maybe section 1 and sections 2. But I suggest you, because we are going to upload the material into the YouTube, please do not take more than 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes is maximum. Some of them are like 12 minutes or 13 minutes. Yeah, but if you make it longer, you can split into two video. Yeah, two video. So that's going to be very good. Di sini pintar, banyak yang sudah bisa IT kan? Jago-jago IT-nya siapa di sini, Mbak Ninis, Mas Janiar,
Mbak
Mas
Ninis Mbak Ninis,
Mbak
ma'am,
Ninis.
yang paling
Oh, Mbak
jago.
Ninis paling jago. Ya Allah, padahal betina ya. Selain Mbak Ninis siapa? Jangan diandalkan Mbak Ninis terus nanti keluar terus nih jerawatnya anak cantik ini. Siapa lagi yang jago-jago ini? Jago-jago teknologi. Utak-atik
Mas Dino,
video,
mem.
memotong.
Mas Dino, Mas Dino.
Mas Dino, nah Mas Dino aja malu-malu ini. Mas Dino jelas ini Ibu ya tahu, tapi aku kasihan loh Mas Dino ini dimanfaatkan di semua mata kuliah ya. Artinya diandalkan di semua mata kuliah nanti terus pekerjaannya Mas Dino ini jadi overload gitu. Yang lain dong, boleh kok yang lain. Monggo Mas Dino juga sudah presentasi di mata kuliahnya Prof. Puji, Astuti. Nah, yang lain yang selain Mbak Dinis dan Mas Dino yang juga jago-jago di teknologi siapa? Andi? Dedot,
Mbak Diah
Andi.
Widi, ma'am.
Siapa
Itu
Mas?
jago juga. Mbak Diah Ayu Widi itu juga jago, ma'am.
Oh, Mbak Dia Ayu Widi juga bagus. Oke, jadi nanti kalian bisa bekerja bareng gitu loh pada saat nanti create the material. For example, pakai apa? Pakai menggunakan mengedit videonya pakai Filmora atau pakai uh, Capcut ya, apa Capcut ya?
CapCut. CapCut.
CapCut, CapCut Pak Capcut. Ya, CapCut atau apa itu udah cukup kok. Kemarin teman-teman juga sudah menggunakan itu saja, itu sudah bagus. Ada yang mengambil data, ya ada yang mengambil video di belakangnya itu diberi kain hijau, pakai handphonenya saja itu bagus asalkan menggunakan
Green screen.
green screen sama penyangganya itu jangan gerak gitu ya. Kalau pengambilan video pakai mobile phone kan usually you are steer ya atau bergerak gitu ya. Nah, so that's why try to avoid uh, many movement by giving a stand, for example. Ya, try to give a stand for your video taking to make it better. Ya, I will going to show you after this. Nah, kemudian some principle of designing the effective materials ya. Things you can read yourself. For example, one of them is pokoknya materi itu harus language is functional, contextual, ya, and then require the engagement in the purpose. Realistik bahasanya, jangan bahasa-bahasa yang sulit gitu, tetapi terus nggak dipakai oleh si pengguna si pengguna materi tersebut ya. So please try to create a realistic and authentic. Kemudian materinya itu kalau misalkan di kelas itu adalah audio visual ya, ada juga yang dengan gambar-gambar yang menarik dengan suara visualisasi yang jelas. If you are going to use your own voice, try to record your voice as clear as possible using ada kok itu ngambilnya pakai aduh lupa lagi Ibu. Apa Mbak Ninis yang merekam suara recorded sound from mobile
Biasanya
phone?
kalau mobile phone mungkin kita bisa pakai headset
Oh,
atau mikrofon kecil gitu, clip on, clip on.
clip on. Anunya
Iya.
Mbak, softwarenya Mbak. Setelah itu dimasukkan di software supaya jernih itu loh Mbak. Nanti dinaikkan yang high
Oh,
quality-nya itu apa namanya? High quality-nya itu equalizer-nya ya. Tapi nama
ya,
software-nya Ibu lupa.
equalizer-nya terus
Ya,
juga sekarang di beberapa apps juga sudah ada untuk apa remove some noise juga kok memang.
ya meredam
Ya.
Ya,
noisy.
tapi sekarang sudah ada kok mem untuk apa
Uh-uh.
apa dari AI
Apa?
itu untuk memperjenis suara gitu langsung clear
Uh-uh.
gitu ada kok mem.
Uh-uh. Yang buffer itu ya Mas Dan ya.
Iya.
Buffering itu ya, buffering sounds to avoid a noisy sound from the external ya. Oke, nah itu saya kira kok teman-teman sudah bisa ya gitu. Alhamdulillah kalau tidak ada masalah. Jadi nanti you are I mean that in designing your material you are already have a very good plans gitu ya. Okay, so in your material you will expecting that the student will be able to develop their ability written and also spoken. And then the material that you are going to present for teachers should also bring them to the autonomy learners. Yeah, is it flexible for the students to learn? and also effectively in developing their cognitive ability. Nah, ini nanti penilaian yang akan Ibu lakukan, apakah materi teman-teman yang sudah dikumpulkan ke Ibu atau sudah diupload di YouTube itu memiliki nilai keterbaruan, ya, has a novelty, and then various enough, attractive in its presentation, and then the content are appealing or interesting, yeah, and also achievable challenge, because this is challenging. Challenging is something like they will not be getting boring with your material. They will happy because there is an interactive activity in your video, something like that. This is the criteria that I am taking into account when I have to assess your work. Yeah. So this is the end of the slide, everyone. I have to open. Kok chat keliru? Kenapa ini chatnya kok banyak sekali? Oh, oke. Okay. Oh, to the restroom, Book Spring Monkey Pen. Oh, ini namanya ya. Twinkle Book Spring Monkey Pen. Yes, thank you Mas Dino for your good informations for that. Nah, coba Ibu bisa nggak ya membuka YouTube ya yang I will try. Sambil Ibu mempersiapkan, mungkin ada pertanyaan atau apa yang bisa disampaikan. Monggo. Okay. Can I share this with you all, everyone? Ini ya. Can you see the list of videos from my YouTube channel, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Quite clear? Okay, good. I have to minimize this, right? Okay, so this is my YouTube channel that I started last year, exactly, still new. So I haven't compiled all of them. So here, that I told you before, School Hype, ini dari kakak tingkat Anda. Tapi videonya di belakang ya, karena ini dia diawali dengan, karena durasinya panjang, jadi diawali dengan mereka menunjukkan aktivitas basar di sekolah itu seperti apa, nanti baru conversationnya inside. Then this is from LPDP student, telling about time from British and American. Nah, ini mereka seperti online tutorial, online instruction, online apa? Online instruction, online instruction, and then after that giving animation from different way ya. Nanti terus kemudian kalau ini nah ini saya mau cerita sedikit aja ya bahasa Indonesia ya. Jadi ini yang nomor 3 yang judulnya Speaking Material for Customer Service, ini hasil penelitian dari mahasiswa bimbingan Ibu yang ada di S1. Kebetulan saat ujian skripsi itu kok bagus sekali. Hasil penelitiannya menunjukkan bahwa apa saja materi-materi speaking yang dibutuhkan oleh customer service yang ada di Indonesian Railway Company, di kereta api Indonesia. Nah, datanya kok bagus. Datanya ada data observasi, ada data kuesioner, ada data interview, bahkan linguistik korpusnya atau data linguistiknya sudah tersedia. Sehingga saya tawarkan ke teman-teman LPDP, ini loh, monggo kalau kalian mau mengembangkan online material untuk apa namanya? Untuk customer service yang ada di kereta api. Datanya sudah ada, hasil penelitian mahasiswa saya di S1. Nah, sedangkan teman-teman yang lain melakukan riset dulu. Seperti telling time ini, itu mereka riset dulu di SD, tanya kepada guru, Bu, apa sih permasalahan yang terjadi saat Ibu menyampaikan pelajaran bahasa Inggris di kelas SD? Ini di kelas 5, seringkali mereka bingung antara perbedaan, yaitu bahasa Inggris yang membedakan antara English British dan English American, terutama yang apa dicari banyak. Yang paling utama seringkali ada mistaken atau nilai mereka yang sangat rendah adalah waktu. Menyampaikan tentang waktu itu mesti salah antara a quarter to, a half past, 15 minutes or from kemudian PM, IM itu masih salah gitu loh. Sehingga akhirnya mereka mengembangkan materi tersebut dan diberi judul Telling the Time Between British and American. Nah, itu kan mereka melalui riset dulu ya. They conducted a research first before creating or designing the material. Nah, kalau yang ini speaking untuk customer service yang ada di railway company tadi, itu kelompok ini sudah Ibu beri keistimewaan, sudah kamu tinggal mengembangkan materimu tanpa melakukan riset. Nah, ini jadinya nanti. Monggo ya, teman-teman bisa melihat. Kemudian ada English lesson for junior high school. Nah, ini tadi things at home yang saya bilang karakternya adalah si pembuat itu. Jadi ini wajahnya kayak Irfan. Ini wajahnya seperti Mas Alfi dan juga Mas Yafi. Ini anak tiga, ini cowok-cowok tiga. Ini pertama bandel, setelah bandel kemudian saya ajak ngafe bareng-bareng ngobrol dari hati ke hati, terus mereka nggak bandel, nggak pernah telat lagi ke kelas, terus pekerjaannya bagus. Nah ini hasilnya teman-teman. Yafi, Alfi, Irfan. Sekarang Irfan lagi pulang ke Kalimantan, Mas. Mas Irfannya, Yafinya ada di Malang kalau tidak salah. Nah ini ada lagi naratif teks dari kelas LPDP juga melalui riset juga lucu ini bagus ya. Ada deskriptif teks ini juga saya suka sekali, bagus sekali hasilnya tentang narrative text, penjelasannya sangat clear, menarik sekali, animasinya juga bagus. Kemudian kalau ini dari semester 1 tahun yang lalu tentang public places yang ada di SD. Kemudian ini materi untuk procedural text yang dia kembangkan untuk kelas 6. Nah, ini yang tour guide tadi, tourism guiding in cross cultural. Pelakunya mereka sendiri ke Selekta sana, ke alun-alun, kemana gitu. Senang mereka sambil mengambil video by themselves. Nah, ini Mbak Ivana yang tanggal 5 besok mau menikah. Siapa yang diundang? Ivana ini menikah dan sudah lulus dari S2 tanpa tesis karena sudah punya 2 publikasi yang dimuat di jurnal Sinta 2. Salah satunya dengan Bu Fardini, satu tim dengan saya. Jadi otomatis di ekuivalensikan dengan kewajiban tesis. Jadi bebas untuk tesis. Langsung lulus S2-nya. Semester 3, masuk ke semester 3 udah lulus ya. Kalau ini English travel around the world about food characteristics, about a country and the typical food and then the destinations that they can see from the different country. Yang ini English for advertisement, poster apa-apa gitu ya. Yang ini yang minta saya ini permintaan dari Bapak Ibu dosen bahwa ada bahasa Inggris gitu loh Bu untuk forum ilmiah yang berbahasa Inggris. Jadi saya minta mereka untuk membuat angket, saya bantu, saya sebarkan ke Bapak Ibu dosen di UMM. Sampai sebanyak 50 dosen, kemudian hasilnya mereka analisis dan mereka buat sehingga ini judulnya English for International Forum. Silakan dibaca, silakan dilihat ini. Sudah 1 tahun yang lalu ya, 11 bulan yang lalu dan sudah saya share ke semua Bapak Ibu dosen di prodi di UMM dan mereka sangat berterima kasih Bu. Saya sekarang kalau belajar bahasa Inggris pakai itu saja Bu. Kalau mau seminar dalam bahasa Inggris, saya buka YouTube-nya Bu Dini. Saya sudah download, saya taruh di handphone saya, di jalan-jalan, di mana-mana saya baca. Sekarang bahasa Inggris saya getting improve. Sampai sekarang sudah jadi profesor. Bu Yayu ini profesor. Bu Rahayu Rahayu Relawati itu atau panggilannya Bu Yayu itu. Bu, ini saya pakai mahasiswa S2 saya wajibkan mempelajari ini untuk improve their English. Nah, ini alhamdulillah ya. Nah, kalau yang ada Bu Dini 3 di depan ini saya menghasilkan dengan guru-guru SMP 4. Ini guru-guru SMP 4 berbeda ya, bukan material development, tapi kalau ini online teaching, pengabdian masyarakat Ibu. Yang sebelah kanan ini materi saya buat dengan Laila Turifa, sekarang dosen BINUS, yang tentang intercultural communication dengan menggunakan 2 dimensi, bukan two dimensional, ini bukan 3 dimensi, belum 4 dimensi mahal. Yang ini saya habis 8 juta, 4 juta, 4 juta sekian, pokoknya nggak sampai 5 juta. Ternyata ada sekarang mahasiswa yang sudah bisa membuat ini 1 tahun yang lalu baru jadi. Nah, ini nanti berarti kalian, teman-teman di kelas ini juga akan membuat seperti ini. Ya, kira-kira ingin melihat yang mana? Coba saya bukakan satu, silahkan. Anyone? Ada yang ingin melihat salah satu dari ini, yang mana bisa saya setelkan? I can play for you as an example of the material you have to create. Terserah ya. Kayak yang ini mungkin. Suaranya dengar apa enggak? Ada volumenya?
Not yet, ma'am.
Not yet, bentar. Soalnya ini harus kalau share sound. Iya. Sudah? Saya ulangi ya dari depan ya. Jadi nanti di depan, maaf, di depan harus ada pre-videonya untuk the title or maybe the identifications of your video. And then after that, you can start with monologue with you. Atau terserah, ini kreativitas masing-masing, nggak harus seperti ini ya, tapi this is only one example. Please have a look, everyone.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Can I help you?
I lost my daughter. Have you seen a little girl around here?
What does she look like?
She is about 1 meter tall. She has long black hair. She has tan skin, and she is wearing a green school uniform.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I have never seen her.
All right. Thank you.
A few moments later.
Where's my daughter? Hello students, it's time to learn English. With me, Miss Tiwi. Wait, can you recall what the woman said to describe her daughter's physical appearance? The woman said that her daughter is about 1 meter tall and has long black hair. Now, we are going to learn about a text related to describing someone's physical appearance. That is, descriptive text. So, what is descriptive text? Descriptive text is a text that describes and explains a particular person, place, or thing. The objects are described in size, color, shape. Who has oval and slim looking face with dark brown eyes and dark skin color. What is your answer? Correct. He is Barack Obama. A certain object. Next, descriptive text use adjective to clarify the noun. For example, fair skin, black almond eyes, etc. The sentence pattern used is simple present because descriptive text tells the fact of the object. Let's talk about the vocabulary that you can use to describe a person. When you want to describe someone's eyes, you can use this vocabulary. Aha! Nose! You can use this vocabulary to describe someone's nose. How to describe someone's hair? Don't worry, you can use this vocabulary to describe someone's hair. And look, they have different skin color too. You can use this vocabulary to describe someone's skin color.
Hey, can you describe my face? You can use this vocabulary.
I think enough, everyone. You can observe further during your observation in my YouTube channel ya. Tidak harus subscribe.
Very interest, ma'am.
Karena very interesting ya. Saya nggak harus di-subscribe karena saya bukan YouTuber ya. Saya hanya menghargai hasil karya mahasiswa saya yang sangat luar biasa tersebut di YouTube supaya terdokumentasikan dengan baik, karena itu satu-satunya cara saya menghargai pekerjaan mereka, menyayangi mereka, dan betul-betul appreciate totally to their work gitu ya. Jadi aduh, ibu tuh ngedit tuh cuman bahasanya Mbak, ini kurang suaranya yang hilang, tapi mereka yang bisa membuatnya itu lebih bagus. Kalau misalkan mem videonya udah jadi tapi masih ada kesalahan dengan pengucapan, itu diakali dengan dibisukan, dihilangkan suaranya, tetet gitu, atau dibuat suara tikus gitu, gitu, itu udah anak-anak sendiri gitu. Jadi saya nggak mungkin mem buat take lagi, masa mau ke museum lagi atau mau ke selekta lagi gitu kan, nggak mungkin. Oke, diakali aja, dihilangkan atau suaranya dihilangkan tapi teksnya dibetulkan. Makanya tadi kan akhirnya ada sound, ada teks gitu. Lalu di jeda-jeda itu diberi instrumen atau musik, tapi jangan terlalu keras. Kemudian slideshow daripada video itu juga harus menarik. Nah, itu semua kreativitas dari teman-teman semua. Makanya tadi saya tanya, siapa di sini yang IT-nya bagus? Ninis, Daniar, sama tadi Mbak Dia, jangan jadi satu kelompok. Mereka harus pisah. At least satu kelompok harus ada satu yang pinter IT-nya gitu. Mas Dino, jangan barengan dengan mereka gitu ya. Jadi kelompoknya boleh diacak lagi Mas, jadi 5 kelompok. Atau 4 boleh, mau 4 apa 5? Melihat pekerjaan seperti itu, kira-kira do you need one group containing of 5 members is enough? Is enough, I think ya, because actually there are 3 or 4 students. Silakan tanya jawab dulu sebelum saya lanjutkan sedikit lagi apa yang harus dikerjakan in one semester program to make it more clear. Krik. No idea, everyone?
Ma'am, izin bertanya, Ma'am.
Ya, Mas Sihat, silahkan.
Apa namanya, kita bisa, berarti kan kita harus membuat yang apa namanya video apa namanya edukatif yang menarik kan, Ma'am. Bahkan bisa
video pembelajaran saja
ya,
dengan video edukatif ya, Mas Sihat ya.
Pembelajaran ya. Itu apa namanya? Berarti kita harus menyesuaikan materi yang mungkin kita akan sasar misalkan, Ma'am. Oh, di kelas SMP atau SMA begitu, Mem. Karena
caranya dengan apa dulu, Mas Sihat? Melakukan
dengan
apa tadi?
Analisis dan atau analisis
doing research. Semua harus riset dulu, ya. Untuk need analysis ya. Terus?
Tapi ini, Mem, apa when I primary research in Sorong itu mereka itu masih terkendala, memiliki struggle di speakingnya, Mem. Nah, itu kita bisa jadikan bahan untuk itu, Mem.
Mas Sihat sudah melakukan riset?
Belum sih, Mem. Kemarin waktu kembali ke Sorong, saya coba main ke SMP gitu, Mem.
Oke, pendapat aja yang kayak preliminary observation aja ya.
Preliminary observation.
Oke, baik. Jadi akan berbeda nanti hasilnya, Mas Jihad, antara apa yang kamu lihat dengan nanti yang pada saat betul-betul sudah melakukan riset. Kalau yang dilihat itu masih general perception gitu ya. Tapi kalau sudah riset, sudah memberikan angket, sudah memberikan interview, spesifik pertanyaannya apa, baru di situ ketahuan tidak hanya mereka kesulitan speaking, tapi speaking apa? What kind of speaking topic they are really difficult to talk to? Which one is more interesting for them to speak up? Then what part they need to know further? What kind of topic of the speaking they really wants to study better? What kinds of speaking practice they love to? Whether they love to do short dialogue or demonstration, talk show, or like simulation or broadcasting. Nah, itu nanti ketahuan kalau sudah dikasih pertanyaan. Nah, semua ini ya, semua pertanyaan yang ada di angket dan interview harus detail. Harus detail. Ya, sedetail sehingga kamu dapat betul-betul data yang sangat rigid, sudah nggak ada pertanyaan lagi yang perlu ditanyakan pada saat sudah mulai menyusun sudah mulai menemukan hasilnya. Karena riset yang sudah bagus ini dari need analysis riset ini, itu hasilnya nanti kalian buat di akhir semester sebagai pengganti final test itu adalah papernya, paper projectnya. Tinggal nulis tak wis, karena sudah dilakukan di awal. Ya, jadi tinggal menuliskan apa yang kamu peroleh dari angket, yang diperoleh dari interview, yang kamu kembangkan apa, tinggal menceritakan apa yang sudah kamu lakukan, yang dibuat apa, hasilnya seperti apa, interpretasi di kelas bagaimana, pendapat guru atau saran guru gimana, itu nanti ditulis di dalam satu paper di akhir semester. Nah, jadi 8 pertemuan selesai menghasilkan produk online material. 8 kali pertemuan atau 8 minggu menghasilkan paper, yaitu material development. Saya akan berikan contohnya banyak sekali nanti. Ya, oke, itu ya Mas Nur Masihat ya. Jadi boleh Mas hasil pengamatanmu tadi untuk mengetahui atau akan mengembangkan speaking material. Tapi gali dulu, tetap harus melakukan riset dulu. What kind of material of speaking, what activities, what topic, what model of media, mereka apakah suka diajarkan speaking itu dengan video, dengan contoh kartun, dengan mengisi suara atau dubbing. Itu belum pernah membuat seperti itu ya. Ada itu bagus banget itu, atau dengan bermain peran role play atau bentuk-bentuk yang lain. Nah, ini ditanyakan. Pertanyaan itu harus detail. Gitu ya, supaya hasilnya bagus dan nanti kena sasaran. Sehingga sampai ada yang mengirimi WA ibu ya, ada beberapa guru yang setelah saya beri linknya YouTube channel dari hasil teman-teman itu, saya beri itu, mereka berterima kasih kepada ibu sampai nuliskan di Instagram ibu, thank you for the material created by Budini and her students in master degree, because this material is very useful for our student since they are having lack of offline meeting with me pada saat pandemik itu tahun lalu itu ya, terutama itu mereka sangat berguna, sangat bermanfaat sekali. Itu langsung saya share ke grup. Oh ya, ini ada satu paper yang sudah diterima di Celtic ya, Sinta 3 yang berhubungan dengan material development. Saya coba download dulu sebentar. Nah, kalau nggak disepakati begini nanti jadi lemes kalau online. Ya, jadi ini betul ya, ini ya. Bukan. Tuh, mana tadi sudah? Ini dia. Ini, can you see my share screen? Nah, ini hasil pekerjaan dari Sofiatul, Respatiu, Nilwanto, Sukron, Fitria, dan saya sebagai corresponding author dari hasil material development class, judulnya Need Analysis of Developing interactive teaching material for Ramadan glossary for junior high school student. Ini saya masukkan di jurnal Celtic. Sinta 3 sudah diterima, publish. Sudah diterima sudah dipublish per 3 April. Loh, salah tahunnya. Submitted 3 April, approve 3 April. Loh, salah, ini masih belum dibetulkan sama si editornya ya. Tanggalnya masih salah. Tapi ini sudah diterima, accepted, dan tinggal menunggu publikasinya. Nah, ini contoh seperti ini. Nanti kalian di akhir semester membuat ini per kelompok juga. Ya, saya pilihkan, saya carikan nanti jurnal-jurnalnya. Tinggal menyesuaikan template-nya, nulis hasil risetmu. Nah, seperti ini. Temuannya seperti apa? Tinggal menceritakan apa yang sudah kamu lakukan dalam 1 semester ini kaitannya dengan mengembangkan materi. Nah, ini berapa persen yang menjawab strongly agree that the material is I want to expand my vocabulary, I want to improve my grammatical skill. Nah, itu terus dibahas. Ya, seperti ini aja. Oh, ini hasilnya. Apa itu? Oh iya, saya sebelumnya mau minta maaf dulu yang materi paper yang dihasilkan dari SLE saya belum tuntas ya mengerjakan semuanya karena kan mengumpulkannya last minute pada saat Ibu harus menginput nilai ya. Udah itu brek semua plus 20 paper saya per hari karena harus menyelesaikan jurnal karena Ibu editor jurnal 2 jurnal, satunya JCSE untuk yang pengabdian masyarakat, satunya riset yang Ginob. Jadi saya kewalahan gitu. Makanya Mbak Ninis juga udah menagih ke Ibu, Mem gimana paper saya? Saya tetap akan mengerjakan ya semuanya, janji. Insya Allah Ibu akan kerjakan, tapi saya nggak bisa menargetkan kapan ya. Sudah langsung ketumpuk pekerjaan blek risetnya Ibu 2, mengerjakan paper, terus aduh macam-macam. Percuma meskipun liburan tuh we are not totally a lecturer, not totally holiday gitu, nggak ada kerjaan libur gitu. Termasuk terus ada bimbingan skripsi, dilanjutkan ujian-ujian. Aduh, jadi nggak kesentuh. Tapi paper dari Talian tuh bagus-bagus semua, aku jadi bingung. Dari kelompoknya Mas Dino itu juga Ibu sungkan ini. Harusnya cepat langsung saya cek Grammarly dan Turnitin supaya segera saya carikan jurnal untuk dipublish ya. Sama yang saya carikan template sama untuk di book chapter. Mohon waktu ya semuanya ya. Nah, seperti itu. Jadi nanti juga ada activity di akhir semester yang kita akan membuat paper bersama, akan saya coaching what should be written in chapter 1, chapter methodology and finding. Nah, itu seperti itu. Ya. Oke. Yang dari kelompok yang dari classmate itu ada 6 artikel yang sudah diterima di jurnal 3. Yang 3 masih menunggu. Nah, ini menunggu agak lama. Ini memang karena yang satunya saya coba submit di jurnal internasional. Tapi belum dijawab sampai sekarang. Masih menunggu, harap-harap cemas. Kalau sampai saya tunggu kira-kira 2 bulan dari sekarang belum direspon, baru saya withdraw. Saya nggak jadi submit di jurnal tersebut. Saya pindah ke jurnal lain. Ya, tapi masih belum ada waktu. Jadi saya tunggu dulu ini. Yang punya kalian antri ya, mohon maaf. Oke. Sudah mungkin? Any question so far? We still have 2 minutes from now to finish our class, everyone. Sudah jelas pekerjaannya apa yang harus dilakukan ke depan?
Clearly.
Ya.
Oh, clear.
Okay, clearly. Nah, sekarang berarti langsung Mas Dino nanti membagi menjadi 5 kelompok, lalu setiap kelompok sudah mempersiapkan instrumen untuk melakukan riset need analysis. Tetet. Ketawa Mbak Ninis langsung ini. Tetet gitu ya. Insya Allah bisa gitu ya. Langsung aja. Langsung buat instrumen angket sama interview. Kalau interview mungkin 5-4 pertanyaan atau unstructured question aja nih yang penting. Tapi kalau yang angket itu harus yang detail. Misalkan Ibu, Bapak dalam mengajarkan bahasa Inggris, manakah kira-kira materi atau topik dari pertemuan di semester ini yang paling sulit buat Ibu untuk disampaikan? Kesulitannya di bagian apa? Mungkin ada contoh nggak Ibu ya? I will try to find ya. Saya tunggu sebentar. Kasihan aku kalau cuma ngomong itu nggak ngasih contoh itu. Contoh angket. Aduh, ada nggak ya? membangun materi. Coba ini saya cek dulu. Nggak ada ini. Lah ini saya tuh mesti lupa. Oke, nanti saya carikan ya. Barangkali juga ada di dalam salah satu paper yang akan saya kirim ke teman-teman ya. Developing English Material for Islamic Junior High School. Let me check what kinds of question is given to teachers for their first need analysis research. I will check with. Oh, nggak dicantumkan di sini. Tapi kelihatan kok di sini pertanyaan-pertanyaannya apa. Wait for a minute, sabar. Yang hasil need analysis ya. Nah, ini aja bisa dilihat dari sini kok. Respon daripada si, iya, ini dia. Deret. Oke, nah ini nanti tulis dulu siapa respondennya. I will show you where, everyone. This is my share screen. Nah, seperti ini ya. Jadi untuk yang pertama itu analisis tentang uh, current course book. Jadi di sini atau nggak usah kalian bisa finding ini langsung who are the target of your respondents gitu ya. Langsung dikatakan di sini bahwa in this developing material need analysis part, the researcher employed two teachers from Islamic schools in Islamic high school in Malang, and then they need to they are the respondent who will decide what kind of a course book that will be developed by the researchers by saying yes and no question. Nah, misalkan kayak gitu ya, jelaskan kayak gitu saja. Siapa di situ respondennya. Nah, setelah itu, nah ini analisis hasil interview dan kuesioner. Kan bisa ditanya, bisa dilihat di sini. Dari hasil interview, salah satu pertanyaan yang ditanyakan adalah, ya, pertanyaan itu very easy, fairly difficult. Nah, ini hasilnya misalkan ada pertanyaan bahwa materi yang sulit yang mana? Ternyata materi yang paling sulit yang itu materi ternyata jawaban mereka fairly. Materinya itu oh ini enggak, ini hasil dari materi yang sudah dikembangkan. Yang need analysis Ibu belum ketemu ya. Nanti kalau ada need analysis itu pokoknya pertanyaan yang mempertanyakan kepada guru tentang materi apa yang diperlukan guru, yang dianggap sulit, yang masih minim contoh, minim materi ajar yang tersedia di lapang, siswa merasa sulit, guru kurang bisa mengembangkan, itu yang Anda bantu. Pokoknya pertanyakan itu. Tanyakan tentang topik, materi, atau language feature, social function, linguistic feature, linguistic generic structure-nya, activities, sama model of presentation-nya. Apakah pakai on visual, auditory, atau apa? Pertanyaan gitu. Jadi, minggu depan targetnya ketemu, masing-masing kelompok menunjukkan kepada Bu Fardini instrumen risetnya. Instrumen risetnya. Langsung di share screen. Ma'am, this is our instrument. Kalau kuesioner apa-apa-apa. Plus langsung decision-nya. Kan belum disebarkan ya. Tapi kira-kira planningnya apa? Dari pertanyaan ini saya akan memberikan kuesioner kepada guru SMA, guru SMP, guru SD, di mana. Nah, itu aja. Setelah OK, ACC, approve, setelah ambil data, kemudian langsung decision akan mengembangkan materi apa. Setelah tahu materi apa yang akan dikembangkan, baru mengumpulkan referensi, collecting reference, setelah itu baru drafting, dan membuat. Sampai pertemuan ke-8 selesai. Itu ya, langkah-langkahnya itu. Ada pertanyaan? Abot ya. Jangan dianggap berat ya, pasti bisa. Kalian tuh bisa ketemu nggak sih antara satu dengan yang lain?
Saya bisa ketemu Mas Dino, Mem.
Mek ikut tok yo. Sing liyane piye? Yang lainnya kalau mau berkelompok ini terus ketemu nggak satu dengan yang lain? Soalnya ini perlu ketemu gitu ya. Jadi apa kita balik ya? Kita offline dulu baru nanti online ya? Boleh deh nanti online pertemuan ketiga kita online. Kita offline ya pertemuan ketiga. Yang untuk instrumen besok usahakan kalian bekerja bareng-bareng kalau bisa sih ketemu gitu supaya ada chemistry dan juga mengembangkan perencanaan penelitian dengan baik gitu. Kalau online saya yakin saya kok kurang serak gitu ya kalau ketemu online tuh nggak ada argumentationnya, nggak ada gontok-gontokannya, nggak ada saling buka bukunya gitu loh. Kalau ketemu itu enak nanti jadi kok itu sehari aja jadi kok angketnya itu. Nanti kalau nggak ketemu saya carikan ibu juga akan mencari lagi contoh angket need analysis. Ya, please try to find out yourself also from the search engine and also from other research from the e-journal. Ada kok pasti banyak. Saya juga akan cari. Nanti saya share kalau ada ya. Okay, thank you everyone. Let's close the class by if you don't have any more question, I'm going to end up the class. Let's close the class by saying hamdalah together.
Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim.
Ya. Thank you all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mem.
Ya, thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Dapat tugas baru.